Up next on QUTV, looking to be a resident advisor, we'll give you information on what you need to know. Also, some interesting Valentine's Day memories from the students.
Is losing weight your New Year's resolution? You'll want to know about an event that will help you shed the pounds. And our campus newsmaker has some tips to help you land a job in the near future. Welcome to the February 17th episode of QUTV. I'm Jeremy Colbert.
And I'm Kaylee Kelly. Topping our stories this week, if you needed to get some quick tips for dating before Valentine's Day came, SPD had you covered. The Students Programming Board sponsors events throughout the year for students, and this past Saturday had two special guests. Dave and Ethan are New York comedians and self-proclaimed dating experts. They travel to college campuses offering their services as dating coaches. Here is a look into their unique show.
So, as the lady, you want to interlock your fingers behind your date's head to show him he's not going anywhere. That's right, and as I said before, this dance is all about building a connection with your date. So you want to look deep into your date's eyes, and you want to make them feel like there's no one else in the world. What's your next song?
If you would like to see more from Dave and Ethan, you can check them out on YouTube at the address on your screen.
Valentine's Day can be sweet and romantic, but sometimes a little embarrassing too. As the holiday unfolded, QU students shared some of their past experiences.
My most embarrassing Valentine's Day story would be I had a date for Valentine's Day and I fell asleep and didn't wake up until hours after it was over.
Okay, so my embarrassing Valentine's story is I went on a date one time and we had spaghetti and I spilled a clump of it on my shirt and I didn't even know it. And I didn't realize it until I got home and realized there was a big stain on my shirt, and then I never got called back.
So my junior year of high school, for Valentine's Day, we had gone to Disney for our band trip, and I had a girlfriend at the time who I was thinking about breaking up, and then one of my other friends actually told her that I wanted to break up with her, and then I was like, dude, I did, but why did you tell her now when we're in Disney? And so I ended up breaking up with her in Disney World, which is where dreams come true.
In 5th grade, I gave the wrong Valentine to someone that I didn't like, and then he creeped on me all year.
So, I was a junior in high school, and I would go over to my girlfriend's house for Valentine's Day, and she was a freshman in high school, and her dad happened to be a county sheriff. And right before I go in and see her, he pulls me aside and says that he wants to show me something. So he goes throughout the house and shows me where all the guns are located and how quickly he can load them. And that was probably the scariest Valentine's Day of my life.
The Valentine you meet here at Quincy University could just be the person you spend the rest of your life with. Coordinator of Alumni Services, Ben Braun, created an alumni project to help celebrate the festive holiday by finding couples who are married and have graduated from QU. Each heart-shaped message says who got married, when they graduated, and a background of how they met and how their lives are going. These marriages even date back to graduates who got their degrees in the 1950s.
The purpose of the project is just a fun little Valentine's Day thing we started last year. We have 10,000 alumni and 800 double alumni couples, so 1,600 out of 10,000 alumni are married to alumni.
Out of the 10,000 alumni who are on the alumni roster, there are just over 800 QU couples. Pictures and descriptions of couples can be found on their Facebook page or on the inner door of the alumni office in Francis Hall.
And now, for our sports, here's Carl Faron.
Thanks, Jeremy. Quincy is known as a basketball town, and the Hawks have been a big part of the school and the town over the years. Like the women's team this year, the men have been having a successful season, especially at the friendly confines of the Pepsi Arena. Playing in a strong conference has resulted in many games coming down to the final seconds for the Hawks, in which they have usually come out on top. The team aimed to win as many home games as possible and go even on the road, and they're reaching that goal with just one loss at home and a .500 record on the road. Freshman Scott Hahn says the team is confident that they will keep the hot streak going.
Very confident. I mean, all the teams that we're going to play, we played either close or we beat them. I mean, we beat Umsel last time at home, beat Maryville at their place, and lost to Springfield at their place without Brock, and so we're going to get him back. And, you know, we're pretty confident where we stand, and hopefully we can finish out strong.
The team is working hard to win out the rest of their games to obtain a top seed in the GLVC tournament. A top seed would benefit the team by assuring a home game before the tournament is moved to the Springfield, Illinois complex. Be sure to catch one of the last home games and show your support for the Hawks of being a part of the electric atmosphere in the Pepsi Arena. We look forward to a strong finish from the team and an even better postseason run. With the closing of basketball season, it also means the end of cheerleading season, but the cheerleaders are already looking into the next year. If you've ever wanted to be a cheerleader for Quincy University, now is the time to make that happen. Cheerleading tryouts for the 2012-2013 school year will be held on Saturday, February 25th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Health and Fitness Center. Participants will learn the tryout cheer, dance, and other routines in the morning and then perform the tryout routine in the afternoon. The new squad will be announced later that afternoon. All participants must have proof of a physical and proof of insurance to participate. If you have questions or are interested in trying out for the team, you can contact Coach Tracy Grant. As we hope for new championship teams, we also turn our sights to our own defending champs. Winning the GLVC tournament is no small feat. It's one of the tougher conferences in the nation at the Division II level for many sports. Last season, the QU baseball team was up to the challenge, winning the GLVC Championship. An accomplishment like this comes with a lot of dedication. The Hawks have been working hard in the offseason, knowing that the teams are eyeing them at the top, and the team is practicing nearly every day of the week, sometimes twice a day, throughout the fall and winter. Head coach Josh Raby has laid a solid foundation for the team with a championship title in his first season and is looking to build off this.
That's the goal. Our goal this year is to go to College World Series for the first time in program history. It's a pretty tough task. We've had to replace pretty much our whole pitching staff as far as starters go, and we lost some key people position-wise.
The team is looking to continue their success and defend their title, but they won't be satisfied with just a repeat. They have high hopes of making the NCAA tournament and winning the College World Series. The team is confident with the group they have put together and cannot wait to get the season underway. We look forward to a great season of baseball and wish the program the best of luck. I'm Carl Faron, and that's all for QU Sports.
Thank you, Carl. A great leadership opportunity is available next year for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Right now, until March 2nd, you can fill out an application to be a resident assistant for one of the campus dorms. Applications were sent through students' emails, or you can pick up an application at the Resident Life office located below the cafeteria. There is a great responsibility that comes with being a resident advisor.
It involves a lot of different things, whether it's getting to know your residents, building a strong community in which that people aren't necessarily best friends, but are working together and respectful to each other to get that main academic work done. It involves putting out programs to make that happen, whether they be educational, where students are hopefully learning something outside the classroom, to social, where they're interacting and hanging out with their other members of the community. It does involve some confrontation where, if a student's violating policy, they may have to go and confront that student, talk to them about the choice that they're making, and then document that situation.
A group processing day will take place on March 17th and interviews will be March 19th through March 22nd. If you are interested in becoming a resident assistant, you can contact a current RA, resident director, or Jeff Spain, director of Residence Life, at the link on your screen.
Making the right impression on interviews can make or break whether you get the job. So how do you prepare yourself for that important face-to-face meeting? You can start by taking part in an event designed to get the nerves out before the interviews even come. Our campus newsmaker has the details. Today I am here with Kristen Leeson, Coordinator of Career Services. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you.
So tell me, what is the Career Services goal?
I would say the Career Services goal is to really help our students from the very beginning of deciding what type of major they want to pursue through the entire job search so that they're ready and prepared and taking the right types of steps, whether that be part-time jobs or internships, so that they can get a successful career outcome.
All right, you guys have an event coming up. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, on February the 29th, we have a mock interview day coming up where I've invited friends of Quincy University, professionals on outside that will be coming in and interviewing our students to give them kind of that first mock experience where they're going to be dressing professional, providing a resume, and actually sitting there in the entire interview getting critiqued by this person that would be interviewing them.
Why is it important for students to learn this techniques?
I think it's great for them to be learning right now because at this point it's still a mock experience, and so they're not going to that very first interview and getting tongue-tied or having the question, tell me a little bit about yourself, and the student is like, oh, I don't know what to say. And so a mock experience is good for them so that they get the real feel of what it might be like.
All right, in addition to the Career Closet, Career Services provides a lot for the students. Can you tell us anything that's coming up in the future for them?
Yeah, we have several upcoming events. One that I'm really excited about would be in March 22nd, we have Speed Networking, where we have about 25 companies that will come onto campus, and our students will sign up and we'll do a speed networking event where the students will have a minute to give their elevator pitch, and then the employers will have a minute to kind of talk about what their company can offer, and our students will be able to talk with all 25 of the companies. So it's a really good outcome. Last year we had some internships come of it, so I was really happy with the outcome.
All right, well, thank you, Kristen,
Thank you.
I hope you have a good day, and I hope the mock interview goes well for you. Some campus film enthusiasts are holding a Pirates of the Caribbean marathon over the 4-day break. The club, QU Film Enthusiast, is hosting a movie night each evening of the break, including the obligatory movie popcorn. Beginning Saturday and running through Tuesday, each Pirates film will be shown at 8:30 p.m. in Francis Hall, room 306. Tickets are only $1 and will get you access to all 4 movies. Drinks will not be provided, but you may bring your own as long as it doesn't contain alcohol.
If you haven't seen Chronicle, QUTV's Jake Sherrier says you are missing out. He has more in this week's film review.
Welcome to my special segment of QUTV, where I get to speak nothing but movies to my audience. The year has started with so many amazing titles that it was hard for me to pick just one of them. However, in the end it had to be Chronicle. This movie screamed epic and outstanding before it even came out, and I have managed to find one of the trailers to this movie so that you guys could see some of the things that I enjoyed.
You're probably going to want to get this on camera. I don't want to do it. Dude, I don't want to do it. Okay, are you ready? Come on, do it. Give me a countdown. I will, I promise.
The plot involves a troubled high school kid who decides to begin filming his entire life. Things are pretty grim due to an abusive stepfather and a dying mother. But when he discovers the secrets to awesome telekinetic powers, his life is turned upside down. The director did a very amazing job with this film, and it was one of the better movies I have seen that involves found footage of the events that happened. Since the camera was being handled by one of the characters, it made me feel like I was one of those kids flying around in the skies. Although the graphics weren't too amazing and seemed a little more unrealistic than it already was, the film managed to make up for it with its awesome character development and an amazing storyline. I don't buy many movies, but this one was good enough to open up my wallet and place itself comfortably onto my to-buy list. This movie easily gets 4.5 stars out of 5. Although I absolutely love the film, I believe that they could have done a better job with the film's development process. It looks like I've run out of time for today's segment, but please follow me in future shows so that you know whether or not the movie is worth your money. From QUTV, I'm Jake Sherrier. Take care.
If the big sounds and flashing pictures of big budget films are not your thing, then maybe this next event will fit your appetite. The Brother Sun Sister Moon Dropper Club will be performing a show called California Suite, which is about different couples who have different and often humorous experiences in the same hotel room. The play takes place in the old cafeteria at North Campus, which proves the old saying, all the world's a stage. If you would like to see California Suite, it will be running for February 23rd through the 25th, starting at 7 p.m.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. To some, those 1,000 words can be a big deal. Quincy University's Interpreters Association is hosting a silent supper and ASL movie night. The event begins at 6 p.m. on Monday, February 27th in the Student Center. The movie is filmed in American Sign Language with all deaf actors, but will be closed captioned in English. The event is free, but don't forget, $4 if you want pizza and soda. If short films are more your style, check out the 7th Annual Big Dam Film Festival this Saturday right here in Quincy. The evening features short films from across the U.S. and Canada and covers several different genres, including entries from QU alum Chris Kelly and communication instructor Travis Yates. The event is held at the Stateroom at 8th and State in Quincy. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. and showtime is at 8. Tickets are $15 per person.
Several students recently had the opportunity to visit the historical city of London, England. As part of Quincy University's London Experience program, students spent several days in the UK experiencing all that London has to offer. They toured the city looking at historical figures and landmarks such as the Westminster Abbey, Buckingham Palace, and the famous Tower Bridge. Students also had the opportunity to visit some of the most famous and prestigious colleges that London has to offer.
The trip is basically a course, a study abroad course that takes students to London. It's called the London Experience. We go, we explore all the different London sites, London culture, London experiences for people to get a short-term study abroad experience at a lower cost than a semester.
If you're interested in the London Experience or any QU study abroad opportunities, contact Kristen Leeson at the email on your screen.
That is all we have for this show, Lovebirds, but be sure to check back in 2 weeks for the next episode for QUTV. I'm Kaylee Kelly.
And I'm Jeremy Culver, saying so long as we bring you the news. By the students, for the students.